basic overview of some concepts behind cars and pails and rails. Before we move forward, I need you to understand these things because I will be implementing them into your programs essentially daily in order for you to actually achieve mobility increases. Okay, so CAR stands for controlled articular rotations. And if we think about this example being the neck, we're simply just taking one joint or one specific region at a time through its full range of motion through a controlled articular rotation, okay? PAILS and rails stands for progressive and or regressive, respectively, angular isometric loading. Does not really matter, but essentially what we're doing here is getting a joint, let's use the shoulder as an example, to its end ranges. And if we think cars, these would be the end ranges in articulation, right? The rotational movements. We're going to get to our end ranges and find a way to work on getting it even better. Now you can't quite see there, so I'll give you a different example. Lying on the side here, we're going to think about shoulder internal rotation, which would be here. And the progressive angular isometric loading would be loading it to go down further. And the regressive would be at its end range and then trying to fight to open up at that end range. So we get a lot of strength going down and away or in and out of that angled position. We're loading it isometrically, which means we're just not moving, okay? Now the idea behind this is that we are getting a lot stronger in an area that's typically not very strong. If you think about a bicep curl, we're really strong in this middle range, but as we get to the very peak, it gets challenging, and as we open all the way up, it gets challenging, okay? A better example would be your hamstring. You're probably really strong in this region, but as I get higher and higher and higher, a lot of us get cramps because we're weak there, or if we're loading our a heavy body here in a long hamstring lever where I'm lifted off the ground, that may end up cramping as well because it's all the way open or all the way closed. So our idea is to get really strong all the way open, really strong all the way closed, and then that tissue will speak to the joint will speak to the tissue, and we'll be more capable of more beautiful controlled movement. Okay? Pails, rails, and cars. Hope you understand. Let's go.